Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Sankey84 and welcome to Plague Inc. Now, I think we need to have a little bit of history between me and this game. Now, this game I've had since probably give or take around the time it came out. It was pretty new when I first got it, and I have enjoyed playing it on and off since. And I've looked at it several times to put on the channel earlier, but due to 2020, I kept putting it back and putting it back, and I decided now, after a bit of tinkering, there's a little challenge I wouldn't mind doing with you today. Now, as you can see there, this has recently got an update that for anyone who has the original game will get the DLC for free. So jump over, I'll put the link for the game and the DLC down below so you can go and get them both should you wish. As I say, I think if this goes out when it's planned to, you should still get the DLC free when you buy the main game. Now, I do know that's only limited, so good luck on that one. But the main game itself is still really fun and enjoyable. Now, what is this game about? Well, when you come into the main game, you get a choice of what type of plague do you want to be. Yes, the main game, you're a plague. Start off as bacteria, and then as you wipe out humanity, you become different things that have different properties and issues. And yeah, as you can see, I still haven't managed to get through this one. I can infect the entire world, I just can't kill them all off before they develop a cure. So I've not been able to get down to the last few yet, but that's a matter of time. However, if you do not want to kill humanity, you can become an ape and try and take over the world ape style, just like in the movies. Or if you want, you could become a vampire and enslave humanity that way. But as I say, in the main one, what do we do? Well, I'm just going to quickly show off the bacteria one. So what you do is you collect your DNA points down there in the bottom left hand corner, you can see. And then you will use them to evolve different aspects. You get DNA points by spreading to different countries, killing people and infecting people. So you can use it so you can move around the world a little easier with all of these. So with 12 DNA points, I can infect birds that then can fly around the world and infect humans. I could infect livestock or rodents. I could try and spread through blood, through the air, in water, or mosquitoes, well, insects, but yeah. But that's not all. We've got symptoms, and I can't show all of them off now because obviously you unlock the. So if I was to say I want one of the symptoms of this bacteria is insomnia, so I'd need 2 DNA points for that. I'll get that, and then that will unlock another one for me. Just because I've got insomnia doesn't mean I have to go with the next one. I could say, okay, so I've got insomnia, you know what? I want a rash. So I could give it that one, but then unlock the next one there, and so on and so forth until you've unlocked enough to then get your infectiveness up, how severe you are, and the most important one, how lethal you are. But you need to balance it, because the issue you have when you get so far and you get noticed, because you need to try and stay hidden as long as possible, as soon as you're noticed, the world will start to try and create a cure. And that's where your abilities come in. So, obviously, depending on the virus you are going to be, or the plague, sorry, you'll have different abilities you can evolve. So, in the case of bacteria, I could become resistant to drugs, I can become heat resistant, cold resistant, or I can have an extra layer to me that will protect me against different climates. So really for the bacteria one, it's better to do the shielding one than doing the individual cold and heat resistance. There is two, as I said, parts of this. There's the main game where you become a plague and you try and wipe out humanity or enslave them if you become the vampire. There's also the DLC, what's a cure mode, what is actually the other way around. You try and cure whatever the virus is that you are playing against. So just go in again, you can see there's the bacteria, there's a virus. I haven't really done this one that much, as you can see. I've only done the first two, but yeah, there's a couple down here. Now, I'm hoping to bring out more, you know, fight against the apes, fight against the vampires, you know, other things possibly that you could technically fight against in it. But yeah, things like that I'm hoping for the future, but that is down the line. So today, what are we going to do? Well, we are going to be playing the main game. That's a given. However, as I say, as I was messing around, doing little fun bits for a video, I found, as you probably guessed by the title, I found something quite intriguing. Now, the slight issue is, I would prefer the game to have done these the other way around, but never mind. Yes, unfortunately, it's not the parasite one we're doing today, although that does look close to what the plan is. No, today we're doing the Nerax worm. Yes, the Nerax worm is unique. Unlike every single other one, this one isn't, not including these two down here, but all these other plagues, this is the only one you don't need to wipe out humanity to complete. We're going to be taking the world over. Because as I say, as I was playing around, I say when I completed it by, you know, wiping out humanity. However, as I was playing around with it to see what other things and other options are available, yeah, there's an option to take control of the host. And what creature do we know of that is very similar and does the same thing, although you look more like the parasite? That's right, my friends. We're creating the Goa'uld. Things first, what is we going to do here? Now, I mean, I have unlocked a lot of these, so I can get, you know, help and bonuses towards different things. So, we've got the choice. We can get a bonus DNA at the beginning, so we can start off a lot quicker. We can get more DNA for popping the orange DNA bubbles, more for popping red, gain some for popping blue, or yeah, orange and red bubbles automatically pop. Now, I don't really want to get too much help, so and I think because we've unlocked it, I think we'll do the automatic ones. We don't get any bonus. It just means I don't have to worry about missing any orange or red. I just need to keep an eye out for blue. And we'll explain why later on. So we'll have that one. Thank you. The next one we've got, we've got a few. So we've got Darwinism. So increase the chance of it mutating or decrease the chance of it mutating. Now, your plague can mutate randomly, so that's something you need to take into account as well. Sometimes they can be beneficial, sometimes they can hurt. As I say, it's completely random. But then we've got a mimic, so it's harder to cure, or again mutate in transmission. Now, the issues you get from vanilla before you unlock anything is on the symptoms. You get that straight away and you can have it, and that can happen reasonable amount, I'd say. However, if we wanted to, we could add the fact that we can get random mutations to transmission, although it does make it easier for them to cure, or we could do it for our abilities, again making it easier to cure. I think while Mimic is a nice one, I think we'll go Creationist. That way then we have more control over how it evolves, because as I say, there's a specific path I want to be going down. No, I want... yeah, Creationist, that's the one, sorry. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Right, we've also got the chance, so we can increase it by land, by air, or by sea. Now, the two we haven't got, obviously, is, you know, increasing. That's the one I wouldn't mind having, the native one, but unfortunately we don't have that. So, you know what? I don't think we're going to have a... actually, yes. You know what? Tell a lie. I think we'll do it by air. We'll increase it with the air. So, we've got that. And then, yeah, what type of bonus do we want to get? So, we can get a bonus in hot, dry climate, or wet, or rural, urban, or we get a tiny bonus. Instead of getting a big bonus in one, we get a tiny one in all environments. And we all know the Goa'uld, they're pretty adaptive. They can survive in a lot of extreme environments. So we'll keep with that one. And then again, we've got a choice. Haven't got unlocked all these yet, but you get bonus DNA when devolving, or costs to devolve don't increase. Well, in this one you don't actually have a cost to devolve, so yeah, we'll take the bonus one. That's fine. So that's the modifications we're going to do. And you know what? I think we're going to try it on Brutal. Now, I'll admit, I've never actually played this on Brutal. I normally do it on Normal because it's a nice challenge, but a doable challenge. So, as you can see there, we could go Casual. So, nobody washes the hand. Research, doctors don't work, and sick people are given hugs instead of medicine. Normal, the majority of people wash the hands, doctors work 3 days a week, and sick people are ignored. Now, I know it sounds quite simple, that one, but it's not as simple as, you know, you would think. Brutal, everybody washes the hand, doctors never go home, and sick people are locked in prison. Lovely, and yeah, genetic drift impacts evolution, doctors invest in research, and random medical checkups. Okay, we might do that one another time, we'll see. But yeah, I think today we're just going to give it a test on Brutal. And yes, you can unlock cheats later on, but yeah, we haven't got any of them, and to be honest, we're not going to be using them anyway, because I don't see the point in having a challenge if you've got them on. So instead, let's get in, shall we? Welcome to the world, Earth. SG-1 and the rest of the SGC have destroyed the Goa'uld. The galaxy is at peace. The Ori are no more. Instead, humans have, you know, they've kind of retracted. They've just gone, you know what, we've got Earth, we've got other planets, fine. We're just gonna stay as we are. The military is still going off, but it's not public knowledge about alien life yet. Deep in the Egyptian deserts, an archaeologist finds a hidden tomb. Inside that tomb is a jar. And in that jar is a Goa'uld queen. She has been left, hidden away, centuries ago in stasis. Now, because she was so young when she was put into stasis, she'd never taken a host before. She had, even though she had all the genetic memory, she'd never used it. So she was inexperienced. She didn't learn. So she needs to learn to take control. She's a juvenile still. But she's ready to bring the Goa'uld back. And she's going to start it with that archaeologist in Egypt. So there we go. Right now, the Goa'uld have shown themselves in Egypt. Now, nobody in the world, other than that one person you can see down there, and I don't know why I was pointing at the screen because you can't see my finger, but other than this one person, nobody knows about the Goa'uld. And even this person doesn't know, because when they opened the jar, the smell that came out of it, they closed their eyes, felt a bit of a weird sharp pain in the mouth, gave it a cough, and didn't think anything of it. They just assumed it was the air from inside the jar. When they looked inside, nothing. It was empty. So, what are we going to do now? Well, first, we need to collect some DNA points. So as you can see there, we've got 3, and there we go. Undiscovered for thousands of years. Now, humans have entered its natural habitat and given it the means to spread. Yes, they have. So, as you see the world going on around, you can see down it, we've still only infected 1. We haven't killed anyone. That's the one we want to keep down if we can. We want to keep deaths down. And it looks like, there we go, she's managed to spread. We are now infecting multiple. So, she's having the lava ghoul babies, and they are taking over, you know, other humans. Again, none of them know. So, I mean, we could sit there and leave it and do nothing, and eventually it will start to spread and pick up. But we can do better. So, we come into our evolutionary screen. This is what we look like at the moment. And yeah, all the data that we've got down here, and as you can see, not very effective. Yes, if it got picked up at this point, you know, you wouldn't really see it as a threat, and of course, it's not lethal at all. So, let's have a look, because this one again is slightly different than all the other ones, as in, yeah, the way it spreads, and the symptoms, and its abilities. Okay, it's still got the 3 basic ones, but yeah. So the first thing we want to do, we want to learn to spread. We need to be able to spread. So what we're going to do is we're going to give our muscles a bit of an increase, so we can pull and push sections of our body faster, moving outside the host, increasing how quickly we can infect. So instead of being implanted, what has been happening at the moment, they can now go out, and just like a snake in the grass, or in the sand in this case, they will slither up to a potential host and then take over. So we will do that. That's only going to cost 2, and because we've still got enough, you know what, let's do that a bit more so we get even stronger, and now we can flex around, okay, along the length of the worm, allowing increase in speed and range, so we can move faster and for longer. So there we go, we use 3 for that. So there we go, we've got them 2 now, so we can spread a bit quicker. Symptoms, yeah, neural breach. Not going to be doing that for a bit, because obviously once we start taking control, that's when we get noticed, and the last thing we want is to be noticed at the moment. And while I would love to get the Trojan planes going, until we take control, that is absolutely useless. So I'd rather get our resilience up first. So with that, you should now see that should start going up a lot quicker. Still going up in single figures, but it's going up quicker in single figures. Just going to wait for this to tick up a bit more before we do another evolve. And yeah, as you can see, all the planes and boats going around. Every time a boat or a plane leaves an infected area. Oh. Right, so in this, you'll get random events. And this is one of them. Now, there's different random events that can come up. There are fun ones, there are ones that help you, there are ones that go against you. And this is one of the other ones that I don't know what to put, because normally this would help you, but in this case, yeah, it's not really helping us do what we want, because there's usually, this type usually ends in a load of dead people. So yeah, but as you can see that obviously we've got the information about us, what we've done, then global recession to end soon. Now that's pretty good, because if that random event does happen and it ends, it means more people are going to be travelling, meaning you can spread a lot quicker. Justin Bibble trampled by fans. That's fine, not fussed. Typewriting monkeys produce a copy of Shakespeare. Good for him. And apparently there is a miniature black hole that's not a concern. Fine. Don't know where it is, but hopefully it's not going to affect us spreading. So let's just move time along a bit more, and there we go. Yes, I know I've gone over 15, so it gives me the warning to start, spending new points earlier. Yep, there we go. It's going up in multiples now, so we are pretty good at spreading. But we're going to get that going up even faster. So first thing we're going to do is let's just check 11 for drug resistance and 8. It's 19 for them two. What are you? You're 9. So now we'll come back to the water for now. We want to become more resilient to the heat, and we want to become resilient to level 1 and 2 drugs. And if we want to get 3 and 4 in, we need to get up to 27. So we'll get up there as soon as we can. But yeah, I want to get a few other bits in as well. And there you go. Just with that alone, it's going up even faster. No, obviously the more people you've got infected, the quicker it will spread, and the more people you can pass it to. What's that one? Cure for cancer could bankrupt pension funds, apparently. And yeah, as you can see, I was meant to look at that, but that storm that we had before in Russia has killed 320 people. Not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but I was trying to do this without any deaths. But thankfully, I'm only counting my deaths, the ones that we cause. So at the minute, we haven't caused any. What's good? And apparently we found some strange space debris. Okay, so a good mothership maybe? Asgardian? Who knows? There we go. Ships use new sterilizing cleaning techniques. So now, yeah, it's going to be hard to spread via boat. But obviously if we've got a host on a boat, then, fine, because we'll be spreading in the host. It's just that, yeah, not going to be able to spread. There we go. The Goa'uld is now spread to the Middle East, and there we go. And Libya. Yep, so there we go. We spread both at the same time. Very good. So again, that's going to go up even quicker now. Right, and wait a minute, what's it? Sorry, I get intrigued by these sometimes. Crazy Dave convicted of garden centre robbery. Okay. And apparently swine flu doesn't come from eating pork. Who knew? There we go. I'm glad the CDC told us. Right. Actually, looking at that, just one more point, please. Let's get up to 20. Not that it really matters, but come on. Get that up. Oh, okay. Kickstopper raises record amount. Again, this is another one of the random events that you get. And yeah, so journalists rush to cover latest record. Now, depending which country this is in, because it can be a random one, it doesn't tell you. If it's in one of the ones that we're currently in, then there's a chance of our infection spreading rapidly. This is it depends where you are and where, you know, the journalists are from. So there we go. But apparently as well, hot singles looking for love in your area. Well, there we go. Glad you told me that. Right, come on. Let's see if we can get a few more spreads, please. Unfortunately, yeah, there we go. There's another one. Egypt, it's coming up to 500,000, but yeah, it's still going up pretty slow. So, I think, let's just have a look. Yeah. Let's get our water resistance up, what will also mean we can now reinfect ships again without any issue. And while we're at it, let's become harder to analyze in the lab, and as it says there, decrease future research speed. So at least we've got that in before we've even started. And there we go, upgrade, let ships be infected again. We can save a few points up now so we can get a fair bit done in one go. What we'll do is we'll just speed time along. Now wait a minute, someone's trademarked. Mobile game developer trademarks the word the. Okay. Prism reveals interest in Plague Inc. players. Thank you. Charity warns against attaching balloons to pets. I'm not going to ask. And apparently, here we go, all you sci-fi geeks out there, Klingon is the new official language of the EU Parliament. So I hope you can speak Klingon, because I can't. But there we go. Right. Time ticking away. There's some more spread. It's, well, okay, yeah. Slow that back down. We're now more infectious than TB, but as you've seen there, or hopefully did, yeah, 3 planes left. 1 went to America. We've now infected America. 1 went to the UK, and 1 has gone over to Japan. So we've got a few more areas infected, and of course, America's got land borders, so there's a chance it will spread up to Canada and down to Mexico via land. But there we go. Right, somebody from the UK, I think, went on holiday to Spain, and now Spain has been infected. There we go. South Africa is that? Yeah, South Africa's been infected as well. That's good. So we're starting to get hotspots around now, so we can get them up. And oh, right, we've been spotted apparently. So yeah, Egypt has seen us, so they're going to start working on a cure. Right. Now what we need to do is, drug resistance. Yeah, you can spread quicker with drug resistance, and 16 to get water up. Now the thing is, we all know with ghouls, yeah, the question comes about how they reproduce. Now, I'm thinking naturally here in their larval form, how would they reproduce that way? I don't know if in that case they would lay eggs. I know there's a thing where they find a queen and it's been harvested, but it never specifically says whether it's eggs it lays or it gives birth to live larvae. But yeah, we all know that once a ghoul's taken a host, it then produces offspring the way the host would. Of course, the offspring will be larvae. Larva? Is it larva? The little larva worms, anyway, whatever the plural of it is, that comes out into a big bath, as we saw with Hathor when she and Daniel decided to create life. So yeah, I'm not too sure whether eggs is the right way, but we may need to get that to spread quicker. And we've got genetic swap, so yeah, but that's just mainly for mutation, and we don't really want random mutations going on. But yeah, our next one here is going to be water, so 16 to get water up so we can spread faster in water. That'll be okay, and come on, let's get a few more in. We can spread a bit further, then I can start getting some control. Yeah, new disease spotted in Egypt. Fine. Okay, not really spreading as fast as I would have. Oh, there we go, there's a few more. Russia. Ukraine, no. Oh, Turkey it said. And there we go, Egypt has started work on a cure. Great, not what we needed right now. Thank you. More infectious than HIV. That's nice to see, but not what we wanted. Good, more spread. Where's that? West Africa. Fine. Come on, we need some of these bigger areas being taken over and spreading. Just not getting the spread we need, are we, this time? There we go. 2 more there. That's got us up to 14. Ooh, what do we go with? I mean, I'm tempted to get the Trojan in. That's 7, and you're 5. Yeah, we're going to start laying eggs in the brain. And wait a minute, before we do, eggs hatch when they experience an increase in warp, likely due to nearby human activity. Yeah, that's going to make us more infectious, but yeah, I want Trojan Flames, and then we're going to start taking control. I think you're a breach. There we go. So now we'll breach into the blood and brain barrier to allow access to the host brains. Fine. There we go, and we've now got a Trojan plane. Now, the good thing about this is we can send this plane wherever we wish. Now, you might have noticed these little icons, the planes and the anchors. Planes are obviously, you know, airports. So that means this country has an airport that the planes will fly to, and that's a great way to spread. The anchors are your ship port, and your, you know, boats will arrive and spread it that way if they're infected, as these 2 reds are here. However, a lot of them, like Peru and Bolivia here, don't have any. The only way to get to them is via land transfer, so these ones can be harder to get to. However, there are a few others that are even harder to get to, believe it or not, even though they've got ports in them. I am talking, of course, about Madagascar, Iceland, and Greenland. They are the 3 hardest to get infected naturally. So, thankfully, we've got this. And yeah, even though Greenland doesn't have an airport, I'm assuming what we do with this one is we send the plane over and crash land it somewhere. So let's just send the plane up to Greenland. There it goes, our nice orange plane. And Greenland now has 692 infected in that can start to spread. Thank you. And yep, Egypt has shut its airports down. Russia's now been infected. Good. So this should hopefully help it spread a lot quicker now. Now the issue we've got up here for the infected, yeah, right, that's fine. Yeah, the problem is we're not very resilient in the cold, so it's not spreading that much. So we're going to need to spread a bit more. But before we do, let's just evolve again and get some cerebral tendons. So there we go, increased control. That's good. And now we can decide which way we're going to go. So we could go with the confusion and make it harder to concentrate on complex work, meaning it's going to be harder to find a way to kill us off. We could go down the frontal mesh and gain the ability to mentally manipulate the host. Although, as you can see, yeah, that's not really doing much for us. In fact, the confusion actually does more for us than actually be having the frontal mesh. Or, yeah, we can lessen the chance of an allergic reaction. So we're going to be going down the allergic reaction one because it keeps us hidden a bit longer. And we can go any way we want and things will loop around. But yeah, for now we're going down this route. And we've actually got enough to go up to the next one as well. And then psychosis. There we go. Tendrils tweak receptors, including the occasional state of psychosis and personality shifts to better accommodate the worm. So yeah, this way it's more the worm in control. So we'll just do that for now. We will just keep it going. There we go. Is that France? Yes, France is now being infected. Good. And we've got Algeria. So yeah, we are starting to spread quite a bit, but still not quick enough. Good, more coming through there, and yeah, there we go. That's Canada's good. And the Rio Olympics, yep, has been postponed. And you know what? Well, we've just got a plane, and we've kind of got, well, we've got one plane coming down this way. I'm hoping it's going into Australia, because Australia can spread it to the local areas pretty quickly. Yeah, we've got nothing in the south down here, so, well, why not send a plane to Brazil to find out why the Olympics has been postponed? So, Austria. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wow, colour me surprised, Iceland's been infected naturally. Fine. And there, oh, what's that, Brazil? You've got over 1,000 Goa'uld wandering around your country, have you? Oh, that's a shame. Right, so we now in the majority of the world, but yeah, they're not too worried because there's no major symptoms, because the way we've gone, it'll be easily cured. They're not too fussed about it. So just keep going. Yeah, that's fine. Right, let's get a bit more. So let's get psychosis. Yeah, this is gonna make us a bit more noticeable actually. So yeah, let's get you up first. So now we're as hard as possible to cure. How much are you? 17. So we need to make sure if things go wrong we can hit that, so we can change our genetic makeup. But yes, psychosis, take that. Despair. Yeah, we don't want to send them into depression. We want instead to make them feel loved and give them the desire to spread us even further and share that love with the rest of the world. And while we're at it, worm eggs attach themselves to insect, causing an increase in infected, especially in hot climates. Worms become a food source for the birds, but many survive in the digestive tract, allowing increased transmission. It's not bad actually, but no, we're going to go down with, keep going down the egg route. There we go. So now we're more infectious via eggs. As I say, I'm assuming we, you know, we have eggs for when they're, you know, in their natural state in the waters, but you never know. There we go. Another one now. Question is, yeah, Europe isn't really doing that well, so I think we'll just go and send a plane from Spain to Central Europe, and that will hopefully help spread it in Europe itself. Good. Yep. Where will you go? I didn't see where you went, but I'm guessing. There we go. Yep, there, that's good. Oh, and Madagascar's now been infected, so okay. Apparently now, I'm guessing we've taken control of the Brazilian Prime Minister, because yeah, it's back on. That's fine, you know. Right, so Olympus is back on, so that means we can now spread it a bit quicker. There we go. There we go. All of these now getting it. Oh, okay, they've noticed we can start to manipulate. Okay, we've got to be careful with that. But where Kazakhstan, that's Sweden and Finland. Russia's only got 51 in it, but that's because we're not good with the cold at the minute. Do need to get down to Argentina. Yeah, let's infect Argentina. If we get down to Argentina, that will help. US is doing pretty alright, and apparently we're more infectious than the common cold. Oh, okay, I'll have it in a minute. But yes, we can now evolve some more. So yeah, let's put that one in. And while we're at it, devotion. Surges of dopamine compel the host to constantly think about the worm and triggers intense rushes of pleasure. So yep, we'll have that one. And now this is where it comes in. I mean, we could go down to obsession. You know, you could be obsessed with it. Or, yeah, overdose of oxytocin forces host into a permanent state of worship and acceptance, treating the worm as an eternal god. Yes, 44, and we will become a god, and that's the one we want to control them with. But while we're doing that, yeah, let's spread a bit more in the water. And yeah, you need water and eggs to be full to be able to get water 3. So worm eggs gain the ability to thrive in unsanitized water. So yeah, now instead of it just being lakes or streams, yeah, any water we can now survive in. So that's great to see. And yeah, we're gonna have to get our abilities up to for the cold. So 12 for that. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna say we'll get a few now spreading quite nicely. Thank you. There we go. Oh, Caribbean is that? Yeah, the Caribbean is now ours. Sweden. Health guideline for rich countries. Rich countries have adopted new health guideline which will make them less vulnerable to disease. Well, yeah, you've kind of got it already, but what we're going to do is we're going to... What are we up to actually? What percentage? Oh, we're only on 2%. We're okay for now. Right. So we're going to do that and get our cold resistance up to full. And we should now start to see a huge spread. So when we start going, There we go. Look at that now. Greenland is flying up now with infections. Russia is going to be flying up as well. Canada is flying. Yeah. Okay, we're spreading pretty fast now. And there we go. Rio Olympics infect Brazil. Okay. People infected with Goa'uld came to Rio and spread their disease. It should never have gone ahead. Oh, look. Brazil is completely taken over. Good. Right. Come on, Russia. There we go. Goa'uld is now been placed on a watch list. That's fine. So, there we go. 3. Oh, who are you? You are... Oh, the Philippines. Right, okay. That's good. The Philippines are now there. I think we're everywhere. Just have a look. No, not quite. So, yeah. This is the information screen. This is where you get all your information that you will need and how things are going. Now, I was meant to show this off earlier. But yeah, you can check anything you want in here. So at the minute, 43% of the world is infected. 57% are fine. So obviously we're going to need to check. And yet we've lost 320. But that wasn't due to us. That was not our fault. We, you know, that was a natural disaster that killed them off, unfortunately. But yeah, you can also see here, these haven't been infected yet, so these ones we need to still infect. These are all infected to some degree. Obviously, if it's red, we've got it all. If it's, you know, a greyish red, we've got a percentage of it. And these are the countries that have been wiped out. Now, we don't want any in here. In fact, we don't want any more going up. We don't want any more dead. But yeah, this is the worst one. Look, that means the country's been completely killed off. We want everybody in here at a nice red like the US and Brazil, Japan, Libya, Spain, the UK. All of these have been taken over by us. Then you've just got an overview of what what it is you're looking at. You can go in and look at specific countries, what we'll do in a moment. And then when it comes to research, yeah, it'll let you know how they're doing, if everything stays as is, when they will get a cure. So at the minute, they're looking at getting a cure on the... Now, I'm not sure if this is proper date or the strange American backwards date. But to me, that says the 10th of December 2022. So I've not exactly got a long time to go, but I've still got a fair amount. But we will be doing stuff to try and change that. Now, as I say, you can go in a bit more specific. So let's have a look at, where are you, Greenland? There you go. Greenland there. So if we just open Greenland up, we get an overview of Greenland. So they are giving a level 2 funding at the moment. So as you can see, the 58th in the world regarding funding. So obviously we don't need to be too worried at the minute about them. But yeah, you get a breakdown of everything again. Business as usual, that's fine. And yeah, you get a quick view of what it's meant to be looking like. That's fine. If we just move on. Yeah, Iceland. Here we go, the UK. Yeah, life going on as normal, but it is fully infected, hence the red glow. 100% of the population dispensing bottled water. Communities are legalised, of course it is, yeah, because you know what? We control it, that's why. And yeah, the ports have been closed, but the borders are still open. Typical UK, borders are still open, and the airports are still open, because you know, with the UK, we don't do things properly. But yet, you can see here, obviously, temperature, so it's cold. I can confirm it is humid, probably for about 2 days of the year. Urban. Yeah, the majority is urban, and apparently we're a rich country. I'd like to know where this rich part of the country is. Probably London, but yeah, Yeah, we're classed as a rich country, so that is fine. And there you go. You can get a breakdown and get a bit of history on each country. And Spain, France. Yeah, we're doing okay with France. And as far as I'm aware, oh, I could have done this a lot quicker. Just want to get to Egypt where we started off. There we go, Egypt. Right. So, land borders closed. Infectious disease team, that's the one. Mobilise, yes. They are trying everything they can. Even though they're only 11th in the research, yeah, we need to, you know, keep an eye on them. But, yep, so you can see here, quick graph shows you everything you need to know. So, have a look here at the population. So, yeah, pretty healthy. The infected, obviously, that should... Oh, this is world. This is for the entire world. Yep, so you can see it started off very slowly. And then eventually we got, and it shot up. And we're going up at the moment pretty well. And then also if you look at the disease, you can see, you know, how's the infection rate going? How's the severity? It did drop at one point quite a lot, and then obviously it shot up again when we decided to make it so. And I'm not sure what this one is, but okay. There we go. That is everything you need to know regarding the information there. But for now, yep, let's just get back into our disease. And we are pretty close. What did it say that was? 19. No, you're only 14%. Right. Give it a bit longer. Let it spread naturally a bit more. There we go. Spread to a few other countries now. Good. Yeah, when we get the chance, we'll send a plane over. There we go. To somewhere that hasn't got it. Oh no, Korea's just got it. That was from Korea that got it. Indonesia's got it. Yeah. So, Ukraine, Baltic states, Finland's got it now. Okay. We're down to just the 2 now, I think. So, I think the Baltic states can have it. How's Russia doing it? We need to spread more in Russia, but yeah. Oh, we've got Poland, we want the Baltic states. There we go. Someone from New Guinea is going on holiday, apparently, up to the Baltic states. There we go, 25%. That's our first warning that we need to hurry up. So, with 56 DNA points, I think we should be okay to say, we are God. And just shy. So we'll be able to do a shuffle in a moment, but let's just get time ticking a bit more, and we can hopefully, there we go, we've now spread it to the Ukraine as well, and Spain's beginning to break down. Spain can no longer research the cure. So, we go into Spain now. They've given up. They've submitted to it. Yeah. All the countries that will have 100% in should now stop any, not quite you yet, but it's only a matter of time. Yeah, so all the ones we control 100% should, they go to Spain now, yeah, start to fall into anarchy and stop research. So that'll slow research down. And, oh, wait a minute, what was that one? Global research focused on the cure. That's fine. Yeah. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to reshuffle our DNA. Don't know if it's that easy really, but apparently that's all it takes. So, what's the next one? Next one's 28. So we're going to need to do that because we're 40% now. When this one takes effect, that puts it down to 36. Oh. Okay, plane. Now, this is where, yes, everyone's got an infection. So now we can put a boost into somebody. So, question is, where? I'm thinking actually Russia's pretty... Oh yeah, Russia's still technically got no one. So yeah, you just fly over to Russia please and send a few more infected their way. There you go. Infected worship the Goa'uld. People infected with Goa'uld are reporting visions of rapture and glorious new overlord species. Without a cure, life as we know it will be over. So just get you into there, thank you. And that should, yeah, we've now hit 1 million in Russia. Peru, gee, Peru's very slowly going up. But, oh look, 49% you say. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do another little shuffle. So there we go. And do we really need to do transmissions? Maybe. Yeah, we're looking all nice and scary there. But yeah, I think we'll do obsession. There we go. Let's go obsessions. We need to be careful though. Thankfully we've not been doing any mutations, but yeah, these ones start putting how lethal it is up, and we do not want them. So we need to be careful with that. And what are you? You're 33. You're 15. Yeah, let's get planes up a bit more so we can send a few more planes out. There we go. Reports are coming in all the world of an extreme obsession with avoiding parasitic worms. Okay, right, fine. That kind of backfired a little bit, but there we go. We're down to 43%. Right. So Finland, no, that was Russia. So we've got Finland needs a few more. Ukraine is struggling. Yeah, these are all struggling here. Peru. Canada's doing okay. I mean, I'm not sure which one. Baltic states, you've got less than 1,000, so there we go. You go over to the Baltic states, please, and that should be looking nice and well. Good. That should start spreading a lot quicker now. Greenland is going up slowly, but at least it's going up. Yet they've now hit 50%. It's okay, we've got one more genetic reshuffle in us, so we could still do this. As the world is now 6.6 billion infected. Good. We are slowly getting there. Oh, there we've got another plane. Right. Question is... Oh, geez, Iceland. Yeah, get to Iceland. Geez, you didn't realise Iceland was so empty. Right, okay. What are you? 34. Need another 2 points for that. That's... Get up there. Get up. Hurry up. This is now crunch time. Canada's population now worse. It's the Goa'uld. Good. There you go. 34. Did I say 34? Yes. Genetic reshuffle, please. Good. That's the last one we can do of them. And now we put as much in as we can. Right. Don't know what else we can do now. It's just trying to get these to go quicker. Need it to spread. Drop to 55%. Good. Mexico. Yeah, we've got Mexico now. That's fine. Another plane. Good. Right, let's just check these. Peru is up to the millions. You're... No. We've got millions. Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Let's see what we've got. We've got Greenland, who is nearly done. Canada's done. USA, yeah, these are all done. I want to see who's got the least percentage. There we go. Peru, 19. Okay. Peru, 19. Come on. I like seeing all these hundreds, but please just let me get to... Okay, Ukraine is technically still 100%. Russia's 50-50, that's fine. Baltic states. Come on, there's another one, isn't there? Yeah, Poland is 8. So, yeah, it's gonna be Ukraine. Right, let's send you into the Ukraine to try and give them a boost. 92, 9600. That's a bit better now at least. Finland's now worshipping. Good. Come on, we just need to get up 7 billion. And how is the cure doing? Oh, there we go. 5th of November 2023. So we've pushed it back at least. That's good. And Iceland, Korea, and Brazil. Jeez, we own them. So why are they working on the cure? Iceland, yeah, fine. Korea and Brazil, we own them. So I don't know why they're still working on a cure. Never mind. And oh, I didn't notice this. Yeah, we've got a few dead. Very few dead. 284,000. I don't know why how they died. Not through us, because it would have come up and told us if we'd killed anyone. So send more into the Ukraine, because that's looking like the only one now. Yeah, the Baltic states have now hit the tipping point. So have Poland. Peru have, and Iceland haven't yet. Right, we're going to have to send a load into Iceland as well. Fine. Just going to have to oh! Okay. Huge nuclear explosion in Italy has released a vast cloud of radioactive particles. Cause unknown, but cause unknown, but location suggests failure or sabotage of a nuclear power plant. Okay, Italy. Whoa, yeah, that's a lot of dead and more. Okay, that's not good. Well, Ukraine's going up. Fine, come on. I mean, we have slowed them right down, and oh, thank you. Said Iceland, didn't it? Yeah, you've got 5,000 at the minute, so let's put another load up there. Okay, not as many as I was hoping in it, but never mind. It's still going up. And is that it now? Central Europe, Ukraine's nearly gone. You've hit your tipping point. Poland's gone, good. Peru, yeah. Just down now, let's just see. Oh, another plate. Right. Where can we send you? Ukraine's about to go. Where's Poland's gone? Yeah, Ukraine. That's it. I think it is now literally just Iceland left. Say, Ukraine's about to fall. Oh yeah, hey, I've not killed anybody. I've not killed 75 million people, I'm sorry. Hey, that says 50 million, so I don't know where you got that from. Right, how's Italy doing? Still more dying from radiation, I see, right. And I can't really do much here because I've only got 10, I mean... You know what, might as well use the 10 on that to manipulate them a bit more. So hopefully that is going to help spread. There we go. Iceland again. It's just literally throwing every plane into Iceland now. Because that is all that is left. Iceland, the Baltic states and Peru. But yeah, it's only Iceland now we don't control 100%. What are we up to? I mean, what is that? 5%. Jeez, right, yeah, we really need to try and get that last 95% up. Come on. Just a matter now of watching and waiting. Just speed time up now because yeah, every plane is just going to go straight into Iceland. Let's put this into full speed now. But actually, we're in 2023, so... 2025, that's good. We've still got 25th of October. Angolia is worshipping. Good. Come on, Iceland. Just hit that tipping point. Come on. I'm not sure which one Iceland's tipping point is, if I'm honest. Oh, okay, that's not good. The Goa'uld has hid its genome fully sequences by... Sorry. Goa'uld has had its genome fully sequenced by scientists who research a breakthrough. Yeah, that's not good. That's going to give that a boost, but... Come on, I think it's 100,000 is the tipping point. I'm not sure, but yeah. Just keep throwing these planes into Iceland. Then... There we go, we're over half now. We've got it, we're gonna do it. But, you know, let's just keep going. Hurry up, hurry up. We need before we get to 75%, that would be nice. I think we are. So let's just put this back down to normal speed. One last plane should do it. And there we go. The last healthy person on the planet recently became infected with a Goa'uld. Thank you very much. And as the plane goes in, just wait. And the Goa'uld have enslaved humanity. The whole world worships the Goa'uld as their god and master. Efforts to cure the plague have ceased, and humanity is entering a new future as a slave species. Thank you very much. And there we have it. 74% of the way, complete victory, not one death caused by a Goa'uld. Now I know that's weird to say for the Goa'uld, but yet not one death. All the death caused by nature or humans. It was humans who blew up the nuclear reactor. We never told them to do that. And there was a storm and some floods. So there we go. And now we get a breakdown of it. So there we go. 859 days that took. It's not too bad, I guess. And yet you get a fast forward version of everything. So if we just put that up, yeah, we can see it now in ridiculous speed and how slow it was to start off. There's the 320 deaths. So yeah, we can just do that. It'll flick through and show you everything. But yeah, we don't really need to worry because we've done it. We've infected and taken over the entire world. I hope you have enjoyed watching this as much as I have enjoyed playing it. Next week we will be back with football tactics and glory. But in the meantime, I've been Sankey84. This has been Plague Inc. Thank you so much for joining me. Look after each other. And until next time, goodbye.